don't want to see Bianca naked. I don't even want to see Bianca, honestly. I don't want to see any white women be near Kanye. It's been a little minute since I gave y'all a yap session, but it's been a whole lot that hasn't happened. So it was no reason for me to make another yap session, because what would I even be yapping about, right? But recently the Super Bowl happened, and honestly, I couldn't care less. I'm lying. I love the Eagles, and we won. So fuck the Chiefs. Fuck Pat Holmes. Fuck Kelsey. You know, Pat Holmes because his wife supports MAGA. And Kelsey because, I mean, he seems like a dickhead. But what I want to actually like speak about, and things that I feel like you guys come to me to actually even give a fuck about, the Super Bowl halftime show. Kendrick Lamar, SZA. They had Flavor Flav on there, I think. Or not Flavor, they did have Flavor Flav, I think, on there for like a minute or a moment. I had to, honestly, I just like, my brain, you know, out of context, that's gonna be a great clip. But nonetheless, there was a lot of meanings behind the performance, and just seeing everybody's reaction and being like, oh, but we didn't need this, we didn't need him to come speak about issues and everything. And I said something of the sort recently, but just everyone wants, like, everyone wants the revolution to happen, but they don't want it to actually happen, because then it detracts from their enjoyment and their entertainment of something. We keep saying that we want people to be revolutionary and make change and to do something greater, and then when we get that, we're like, but it was boring though. And that's like what I had said, and I feel like it's dumb. I feel like it's not reasonable. It's a little stupid to have that kind of perception of how change should work, that it should only be in due time. It should only you know, work when it's nice for me. No, man, it's people getting murdered out here. It was a lot of double meanings, and I don't think you guys are necessarily coming to me for that. Like the split in the flag, and how when he was talking about, you know, well, not when he finished the song, how all the performers like leaned down and bowed down, and it was, you know, to signify that America was built on the backs of black, Native American, you know, indigenous, you know, South American. It was built on other people. But what I do want to get into is kind of like the reaction of everybody, and I feel like it's kind of dumb. One, everyone always hates on the Super Bowl. I don't know what is like the trend with it. I think it's because it's been more black people lately. Like someone was like, we haven't had a white Super Bowl halftime show in 6 years. Well, motherfucker, y'all ain't had a hitmaker in 6 years then. Like, the fuck? Y'all get mad at Sabrina Carpenter for being too sexual. She a baddie and she wants to sing about getting dick down. I don't care. Okay, motherfucker, more shit to go in my sex playlist, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers just get heated about anything nowadays. Trump was there and he got fucking booed. I'm happy that he did. But then he got on Twitter or what does he have? Truth First, some dumbass backwater app that I would never touch in my life. I don't care how down bad it gets in the social climate of other social media apps. I'm not touching whatever the fuck Trump be posting on, bro. Even the UI on that shit look nasty than a motherfucker, bro. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he went on a fucking manic episode just like Kanye. Or, oh, my fault, Ye. What did he say? Adolf Hitler? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? It's kind of disappointing to see where Kanye has gone. Apparently he wasn't really invited to the Grammys. He just showed up and then had his wife take off her clothes. It was so funny because I didn't see it live. Well, I saw it kind of live. I didn't see the taking off of the clothes live. I was good on that, actually. But I did see him like show up and everything, and they were like, oh my god, it's Kanye West and his wife has clothes on. And I was like, his wife has clothes on? Hold on, we got some growth. That nigga said, psych, I lied. Took off that large ass, big coat folks ass. I don't even have any other words, bro. Like they must have skinned a fucking black Siberian wolf or some shit. That shit was massive. And she took that motherfucker off, bro. Had them GMO titties out, bro. It was so funny. I'm not gonna say exactly who, but someone that showed someone else, and they were like, "Why did you show me this? I didn't want to see this." And I think that's how everyone feels about Kanye's wife. We don't want to see Bianca naked. I don't even want to see Bianca, honestly. I don't want to see any white women be near Kanye. I don't think necessarily the white women have ruined Kanye, because clearly it's something underlying underneath all of that, at least musical genius, or at least musical talent now, because he's using AI, and I mean that's just fucking horrifying. Like, why would you? I'm like not just perplexed, but a little bit disheartened, because it's so unnecessary. You make good music already, Kanye. Like, just don't tweak out. I don't even know about take your meds. Just don't be a fucking weird ass online, and niggas would have no issue with Kanye. And not even just online, just in person. His interviews are always like so out of left field. And I know I'm the yapaholic, but bro, he's a yap. I don't even know, bruh. He's up there. The yap wrestler, the yapologist, the fuck it, bro. The pinnacle of yap right there. But what I was getting at was Trump was going on this tirade on social media about how Taylor Swift was one that was booed. Motherfucker, we don't like Taylor Swift because she re-releases her same album like 14 times in a row to make sure she stretches every little dime out of her fans, bro. The way capitalism has Taylor Swift and Beyonce, I love Beyonce. We all love Beyonce. I'm black, so I love Beyonce. But the way that she be capitalizing with capitalism and capital gain off of her fans is insane. You know what I'm saying? Look, you gotta make your money though. And I mean, clearly motherfuckers gonna buy it, bro. I've seen for like 3 days back to back to back 4 different people. And I'm talking not like across my stories. I'm saying connected. 4 different people's stories saying, I've got to get Beyonce tickets, bro. 4 days straight. 4 days straight. 4 days straight, buddy. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I can barely even ask to like spend over $100 on concert tickets. I love artists. I love music. You guys are here because I love music, you know? But I gotta make more money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know about even I gotta make more money. I love live music, but I feel like I wanna not say like, you know what, that's a topic for another day. But I will say I don't necessarily want to be like buying VIP passes and stuff. I want to respect, you know what I'm saying? But Trump went on his tirade about how Taylor Swift was booed, but really he was booed. He was booed to the maximum extent, and it was so enjoyable to see, man. But it was just a whole bunch of dick suckers standing next to him, so that was also a little irritating. But you know, Pat Mahomes did get blown out 40-22. It was a great, you know, watch. But back to the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. People were talking about it was boring and he didn't have the crowd hype enough, but that wasn't the point. And I do think it was good that the songs that he did played with Trump like having to watch. And I mean a lot of America having to watch. People were like, oh, the audience is not trying to hear Kendrick Lamar talk about, you know, racial inequality and how America has this game rigged so that black people must all. I mean, but they're not gonna listen any other time. Like, where else would they be listening, buddy? They, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are so quick to be like, this isn't the right time, but when is? Buddy, I thought the right time was when we were voting. And now we're getting rid of U.S. aid. You realize how crazy that sounds? To be getting rid of U.S. aid? You gotta hate people. You gotta really, really, really hate people. And not just hate people. You gotta hate like the majority of America. But back to Kendrick Lamar. I like the show. I like the show a whole lot. Admittedly, as a Kendrick fan, or as an enjoyer of Kendrick music, I wanted more. But I mean, we only have a halftime show. It's not his tour. It's not a 2-hour set. He did the songs that he felt were most impactful and that he wanted everybody to hear, and I respect that. Last time he was, you know, at the Super Bowl for a little bit, he did Good Kid, Mad City, and kind of forgetting, kind of blanking, but he did 2 albums, and this time he did not 2 full albums, but he did, you know, 2 albums. He had, you know, things from, you know, both Damn and GNX, and I mean, the songs were fire. The songs were all fire. Honestly, no one was gonna be happy though, because Kendrick Lamar fans want more Kendrick Lamar music, and we didn't get that. So it happens. But the people that were like, oh, it's too much for white America, y'all are just complicit. Y'all are really just complicit. And honestly, it's kind of sad to see that, because dog, why are you so worried about white America's happiness with an artist, but we don't have enough representation as it is? Dog, they weren't gonna play Lucky. They were, I promise to God, they were not about to play no Playboy Carti. Future possibly. You think Young Thug was about to go out there? What? Like, what are we talking about? Snoop just performed for Trump. I don't want to see Snoop perform. Fuck. Like, it was honestly not that many choices and options. Kendrick is, at least in my opinion, the biggest rap name, so it would make sense for him to go up there, and he did massacre Drake for a year, so it also makes sense for his biggest song currently to be played. I mean, he had stadiums singing it. He had the Super Bowl stadium singing A minor, so clearly they know his songs. How did every song of his chart, but nobody knows his songs? He had every song on the album chart, but nobody knows his songs? Y'all love talking about numbers, but nobody knows his. It's not possible for it to be on the charts and nobody knows the song. We have this joke on Twitter, well, not we, because I don't consider myself a Twitter user like that. But it was a joke on Twitter going around that, like, some of the songs that were charting recently, you know, nobody's heard. But it's a joke. Clearly it is. White teenage girls are a massive demographic, and I just don't fit into that. So no, I'm not gonna know every one of their artists, but they can definitely still chart. I can't deny numbers. I'm never gonna be like, Drake's numbers were, he had the numbers. Okay, like, hey, he has the ability to fit himself good on songs. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, that nigga Drake stupid for real. That nigga Drake, man, he ain't even a real nigga for real. So he don't even make good music. Okay, bro, like, he can make solid music, and I still don't rock with him as a person. I don't rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, before all the stuff comes out about any artist, literally people are listening to them, or they wouldn't be a big artist in the first place. But when something comes out, you say, okay, that's crazy, I'm gonna take a step back. Same thing with Kanye. Y'all gotta let it go. He made Graduation. He made Runaway. He's now falling off, and it sucks and hurts to see. But, like, come on, y'all. I don't see any redemption for that man. He would literally have to, like, help solve poverty for me to be like, okay, Kanye's okay. You know, he's not okay. But I think he knows that. But I think he also knows that, like, people are gonna support him anyway. And he has enough, like, manic in him that he wasn't gonna stop anyway. And y'all just keep supporting it. So I mean, why would he stop? You know? I did really enjoy the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it an 8.6. I really did like it. I liked it a lot. I did want it to be a little bit more hype. I think if he played all of his biggest songs, it would have been even better. Like, admittedly, if he played like Loyalty, Alright, Backseat Freestyle, it would have hit even more. But that's not what this show was. It was supposed to send a message, and if you're irritated by the message, then buddy, you need to get on the I don't know, Khan Academy. Do they have social injustices for Khan Academy, or social studies? I think that's the majority of my yap, for real. It's just really disappointing to see my own people lose the point of the performance and be like, it was boring. Because we don't get a lot of like opportunities to make sure we're heard on a large stage, right? Oh, what I will say is I do think the Sudan, admittedly, you guys can butcher me for how I pronounce things sometimes. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But yeah, free Palestine, free Sudan. I do think that performer was planned, and knowing that it was students, and honestly, even let me reel it back. I feel like they could have gotten away. I feel like if they had the flag up, kept showing the flag, and then ran into the crowd, that would have been so fire. That would have been so fire. Let them get away, because you know what I'm saying. But I will say they dropped the charges. That's what I was hearing. That Louisiana dropped the charges on the performer that had the Free Palestine flag up, which is really solid, really fire. It also had the Black Power fist on there, and it had one other thing. But I'm really happy that they, you know, were fine after all that happened. I do think it's good to make sure we continue to uplift these voices, because dog, no one else will, and clearly no one else really cares to. They just wanted to see a football game, and I mean, I guess that's cool, but I enjoyed the Kendrick Lamar performance. So for real, all you niggas and all my bums, I will see y'all. I'm gonna get more consistent again. I was a little busy, but I missed y'all. Ha ha ha.